So, what have we here then?
Vampires.
Vampires. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Case
that's
closed.
It is. Yeah. There's a few other bits in there as well, but mainly
there
vampires.
is.
They get the name of the book at least. So
yes, that's quite correct. It's all about
the rest of the
vampires.
Covenant. Yeah.
Anyway,
we're here
here. Yes, we're here. What an introduction, folks. You don't get this for free.
Scraping the barrel.
Wait, you do.
The last 13 weeks.
Yes,
they've had it.
Yeah, we're cracking on very nicely, and we're in the latter stages of the book reviews. Welcome, if you've seen them, great. If not, go back and watch them.
Because you need to know all the other 13 army books. So.
Yeah, we're doing them in alphabetical, but do them in whatever order you want.
So far, we haven't forgot one of the books, but wait for
so
it.
far, that'd be great if you just leave the last one.
Sorry, Warriors.
Go check out the other ones. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And strap in, folks. We've got a good hour here where we're not doing anything, so we're just gonna walk through the Vampire Covenant book. Obviously, an army that I frequent.
You do.
So there's some, as always, the fluff and where they all are and on the maps and things like that.
Yeah.
And straight on, as we always are, to the army model rules. Ashes to Ashes is when your general or someone with Gates of the Netherworld
person
dies. You crumble, basically. You lose things unless there is someone else with Gates of the Netherworld. This is you only crumble your raise value,
half of it,
in fact, actually, which. It is actually, from tradition past, has turned it on its head on who it affects the most. So this affects infantry a lot less than it used to.
Yeah.
So all the zombies.
Because they used to have low discipline and roll high and lose more. But now it's a lot more consistent across the board because that's the half number, isn't it? So
absolutely. Obviously to a minimum of 1 rounded up. But it is... That's what Ashes to Ashes means when you see that on the things.
I suppose it means that units that would have just rolled really well on their discipline check and taken 0 damage, now they will always take damage, right?
Yeah, but a lot of those...
In some ways, those units have lost out.
Yeah, those units get worse, technically, but those units also technically don't have a high resurrection value.
True. And at the end of the day, if this is happening to you and you're playing vampires, then it's probably not looking great.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
There probably isn't a lot of recovering from this.
Yeah, and Gates of the Netherworld is available on most of the character options. So if you want it and want to safeguard yourself, Gates of the Netherworld to protect against Ashes to Ashes. Autonomous means you can march whenever you like. So if your unit has this, then just unlike the normal undead rules, you don't have to be within your general's command and presence range. And someone's command and presence range.
Yeah, it's like a subtle bubble effect that you kind of just need to be aware of as a VC player, because your opponent will love pointing out to you if you've mucked up. When you march that unit of skeletons up the flanks and hang on a minute there.
Yeah. On its own. Awaken X is raising things. Every unit has an awaken. I'm going too far. Awaken X means you can raise it beyond its starting point.
Yes.
And starting point being the starting size written down on the army list.
Yeah.
Can't ever be beyond twice the starting size or the maximum that is on the thing. But it means if you start with 20, you can get up to 40, for example.
Yeah. Exactly. It's nice.
Yeah. Gates of the Netherworld, like we said, really good for Ashes to Ashes. So you must include at least one person with this.
I love that. Like, who would not want to include at least one? With Ashes to Ashes. I didn't bother this time. I'm just going to crumble from the off. Yeah, super.
That'd be funny. That'd be good. That'd make a good bat rep actually. Like
Yeah,
race against time. To...
yeah. I've only got 3 turns until I'm just gone. So let's get on with this.
But yeah, in addition to that, if the model has chosen evocation as its path, it gets a extra +1 on its raise when it casts the hereditary spell, which is very nice. So
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a sec. And but if you haven't chosen evocation, then you know the evocation #1 spell in addition to all your other spells. So it's quite nice. Both of those are quite a nice little feature.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely. And the evocation #1 spell is, a pretty useful one. Whispers of the Veil, -1 res. So, it's a nice one to get as a bonus if you haven't already chosen evocation. So
yeah. Ghostly Form gives you Aegis 3-up against non-magical and Aegis 5-up as standard. Very, very nice. For
unless you're
ghosties.
Dantiri, in which case you can't roll 3-ups, so don't worry about
it. Yeah, it should be written as die on a 1 and 2.
It should, yeah.
Meeting of Minds. So this is for the dragon, the zombie dragon that you can get later on. Gains Necromantic Aura, which nicely put is the next rule, which means that everyone within 6 inches of you can reduces their number of HP losses due to ashes and unstable by 1.
Yeah, that's it. Just stops you crumbling a little bit more.
Yeah, there's like an extra magic around.
Bit of extra confidence when you got a dragon standing behind you.
Yeah. I love that the skeleton would crumble, but the confidence is there.
It's just a really got confident
skeleton. Yeah,
absolutely. That's exactly
it. The Dead Arise is a bound spell. You get this by being the general. So this is an extra one, and this is where you can summon unit skeletons or zombies from the ground anywhere you like within 12 inches. This is a really, really nice spell. Really good for chaffing, or just creating a unit early doors and buffing it up with the Rise. So you've got another unit just on the board. They don't give any victory points away. Can't be scoring or anything. But
no, because you can't get your command group options.
Yeah, have another unit on us.
Yeah,
says the Ninth Age.
All upgrades except command group are allowed. So can skeletons? What? I mean, I'm scrolling way beyond here.
Yeah,
you can just summon a unit with spears.
Whatever you want, mate.
I mean, zombies obviously there are no options to take, but yeah, skeletons. That's not bad, is it?
So yeah, I mean, great for modelling options as well, and I mean, if you're a vampire general, you have skeletons and zombies coming out your ass. So
of course you do.
Yeah. Maybe figuratively and literally. I don't know.
Phrase of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Unholy Appetite is mainly on the ghouls, but is on some other things as well. If you caused a HP loss in this round of combat, the next turn you get hatred. And that obviously, if you then do another wound, it continues. So it's a nice rule. Something you have to kind of plan for.
Yeah, it's a pro grind, doesn't it?
Yeah, and which obviously helps with the rising things, and you are quite a grindy army, so that's pretty good.
It is.
And then lastly, we've got Vampiric X. So this is, I mean, it says what it's mainly on. The characters and some rank and file units. So very vampiric stuff. So like the spawn and things like that. But it'll have a X value, so it might be 6 or 5 or 4. I think the Varklak is 3, but I'm not sure. If you roll that or higher, so if it's a 3-up, for example, or 3 or higher, then you get wound back.
Yeah, which is nice. Especially because the models that this is on, usually, they haven't got a lot of wounds to play with, and so that can make a big difference.
And also, their raise value doesn't tend to be high either as well. So
exactly,
but it's a really nice. It's like sucking the blood and getting energy, whatever.
Yeah.
Very thematic.
Mm.
Blood powers. So a few of the armies have like honors or like extra themed
Kindreds stuff.
kindreds and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Extra themed things as a part of your characters, and the vampires are vampire blood powers.
Yeah.
Um, so these are extra things that they can take on top of items. You can have max one ancestral blood power, and
Hmm.
then the rest of the blood powers combined for the whatever value. I think
Yeah.
is the way. I
Yeah. I
can't
mean, a lot of
remember.
them, obviously,
Yeah,
they all have a cost, and obviously, you're restricted to what you can get. I mean, we'll see that in the character
yeah,
section for the clarification on who can do what, etc. Um, but effectively, the ancestral blood powers are based on the original family of vampires, aren't they?
yeah,
They're all the family ties, which led
yeah.
back
And the
to the
names
blood.
have changed, or
So
some of them have as well. So
over the years, yeah.
yeah. So for example, the Sangreal, I think is the Sangreal the um von Carstein. I don't know actually. That might be Vitala
Don't
now. I'm
know.
saying that. But anyway,
Yeah.
they've changed their names, and these are the ones, which is why we do these reports. These are the ones that are in there right now, hot
Exactly.
off of the press. Strigoi. Um,
Mm.
you change your well, you have no armor. You change your HP to 4 and gain first strike hatred
You
and
become
regen
a
4 up.
crazy mofo who can
Yeah,
regen,
yeah,
basically.
yeah. He's really cool. He's essentially a ghoul type vampire, and obviously there's some restrictions that you can't have. You can't be a master or be on a shrieking horror. No, you can be on a shrieking horror. You can't be on anything else. But
Yeah,
60 points, it's pretty good. It gives you extra HP, the hatred, the regen. I think it's really good as a thing. It does
it's
theme
very cheap for its
theme your
price.
guy, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
obviously, you've got to
When you
bypass not having any armor, but
yeah,
that's not hugely a problem if you've already killed your opponent or you are
always the case,
relying on a
really.
4-up regen anyway.
Yeah,
Well,
just kill your
exactly. Yeah.
opponent. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
Lamia. I like this one quite a lot. It's only armor 1, but you do get Elven Finesse, Distracting, and yeah, and Distracting if you're height 1 or 2. You
Mm,
lose metal armor, but I don't think that matters on the whole.
no,
I think that
no.
really. There'll be some niches where it does, but
Mm,
yeah. So that's a really cool one, a surprisingly good one with the distracting because your offensive and defensive is quite high. That's at 40
mm,
points.
very
Sangreal
much.
also 40 points is the opposite really, gives you +1 armor and fury, which is an interesting one because your characters do have a decent amount of attacks to start off with.
Yeah.
So that's a
And with
decent
Fury,
one.
you can roll some sixes and get even more.
Yeah.
So
So that's cool.
definitely nice.
And Vitala only 10 points, but does give you awaken bat swarms, direwolves, great bats, and zombies. So all of those things can be increased beyond their starting point. Disciplined, unholy conduit, and vampiric 4+. Vampiric 4+, obviously the regaining wounds on a 4+, which is really nice anyway. Unholy
Yeah.
conduit. What is that when it's about?
Don't know. Have we seen that in the book? Let me have a
I
quick search for it.
yeah, I've got a feeling there's a rulebook thing, but I don't know why. It's not in the army
Yeah.
rules, isn't it? But anyway, so those are the 4 different like
Mm,
ancestral blood flowers, as you say, the family names, and we'll move on to the other ones as well. We've got on the other side of the page, arcane knowledge is only if you're a wizard, and it knows 1 spell from an additional path in addition to its other spells selected from the adept or apprentice spells, so 1 to 4. So not the 5 and 6. So you can have like say occultism and evocation as an extra spell as well. The second path of magic that you think is ignored for the gates of the netherworld. So for the evocation, whether you get a +1 raise and things like that as well. So that's
yeah.
a really, really nice one. 50 points. 50 points is like quite a lot, but it is a nice another spell. So it sort of goes with the things. I think it's a pretty well-rounded blood power, to
Yeah,
be honest.
any extra spell is usually a fairly pricey, isn't it?
Yeah.
In these days, I've just had a look at Unholy Conduit, and that's the thing on the Dark Coach that gives autonomous to things within 6 inches.
Cool.
So
So
that is what
that's
that
great.
is.
Yeah. Monster Hunter, the next one down. Gains multiple wounds 2 towards height 4 5. It's okay at 50 points. I do think it's a little bit overcosted. Or
Okay.
maybe it's just that there are so many other good ones, which get taken
Yeah,
a lot more.
I think that would.
So I
Yeah.
think it's a bit of an internal balance thing with this one. It's
Mhm.
okay. It's not bad at all. But I think 50 points is quite a bit. My personal opinion.
I love Crimson Rage. Just going to say that right from
Crimson
the off.
Rage, yeah. The next one, but Hatred,
So
Vampiric
good.
Rolls game maximized. So that's really cool.
You're just so furious
Yeah,
that the blood's going all over you, and just by accident you're swallowing some of it. So woohoo!
yeah. It is only vampire counts with Sangreal, but that
Yeah,
means as well as the Hatred, you've got
Fury.
Fury, and the Hatred and
Mm.
Fury combo. We all know is very,
Awesome.
very good.
Yeah,
So yeah, really good. 40 points is decent as well. I don't think it's
cheap.
it's cheap.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's too cheap, but I think it's very good. I don't think it's
I
too
think it's cheap
expensive
because
either.
of what you combine it with. When you're getting Fury as well. Although you're paying 40 for that alone. So
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose
So
combine. If you said all of those rules together were 80
80
points, you'd probably
points.
think, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
So
Stormcaller. This is Vitala only. All units within 12 gain hard target 1. So if you're constantly in a meta where there's shooting over and over again, your
everywhere.
guys keep getting done, then just take this.
Yeah. Stop whinging about it and take this.
Yeah, come on. Flying Horror. Your character gains +2 charge, +3 movement, fly, and swift stride. This is really nice. I have seen some quite interesting builds. The issue with this one comes in that sometimes your things have attached, and it's hard. Not always, but it's hard to actually get this. You really have to put this in, like, build for this.
Okay. Yeah, sure. hmm And also,
Um,
you can be a bit vulnerable without that mount, you know.
yeah.
So, because mounts tend to give you a bit of extra armor if you're playing an armor thing.
Yeah, exactly. So
Um,
it
so
it is quite nice. Really, really themed. I really like it as a fluff option. I don't
bit of a
think I
legacy one,
like.
that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Do you
don't think I
remember our
really.
old campaign? Is
I
it
do. Yeah,
Mantius von
long time
Hesselink
ago. Long
who
time
had
ago.
fly?
Oh, and
Yeah,
we were bum flop on our faces.
too right.
But yeah, so I like the idea of it. I think it's not the most optimal option.
Sure.
But yeah, going down, looking at the first few blood powers as well. Now that we're at the bottom of the page, blood magic, 80 points. Cannot know the hereditary spell, which is a red flag in my opinion.
Yeah.
Or have it as a bound spell in any way. Although you can have so many other casters that know it. It's not a big thing. So you're
Well,
like, well,
and this second effect, you get the arise
yeah,
anyway. So it's just as long as you want to discard a magic dice. So I think it's actually quite a cheap arise if in the grand scheme of things, because you can't one dice spells anymore anyway.
yeah.
So
So
the fact that you
yeah,
can just discard a magic dice to get a rise,
yeah.
yeah.
It's really, really good, and it's not to be dispelled either. It's something. So
Exactly.
that's what I mean. So like you look at it and go, 80 points can't cut to the hereditary. What's that? But there are so many other ways of doing it, and you get it through the thing. It's just I quite like this. 80 points. I'm not sure. It is like.
Yeah.
It's one of those. I think it's costed so high because it's just you can't interact. The opponent can't interact with it. So it's just a thing they just have to deal with, you know.
And I suppose I'm not entirely sure when you declare that you're going to discard your magic dice, but your opponent needs to be aware of it if you are managing to get a learn spell off, that you might just get an extra arise off at the same time.
Yeah, I
So
guess if you successfully cast it,
yeah, so they've
it
already
means
chosen not to
they've
dispel or
chosen to
failed to
dispel.
dispel.
Yeah, and then you
Like the
get to
thaumaturgy
choose
one.
whether you want to do it or not. So
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. It's one of those. I quite like it. 8 points is a lot though, but
Yeah.
you're getting a really good thing. So
Mm.
yeah, interested to know other people's thoughts on that.
Mm. Yeah.
Commandment, only with Lamia. The defensive skill, offensive skill of rank and file models in the bearer's unit are set to 6. This has Death Star written all over it. With
Doesn't
the
just.
Beauregard, for example, or even, to be fair, like ghouls, or if you wanted to make a core unit, you could try.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
really, I think it's really good.
I think it is good. I mean, it's kind of along the same lines of the Undying Dynasties thing, that they can make otherwise mediocre units very,
Yeah,
very capable.
yeah. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
because you're Lemire as well, and that only gives you distracting. It doesn't mean It means your vampire count that you've brought in isn't going to be the most killy thing that you can
No.
make him into. But
Yeah.
maybe that's like, is that enough to offset the Beauregard? I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm saying Beauregard just because that's what I would do, but you could do it in a cavalry unit as well and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Or
whatever you
zombies.
want. Yeah. The next one is one I see quite a lot. Eternal Duelist ignores parry, must reroll to hit wounds of 1. I really
You like
like
this?
this. I mean, with if we go up with the either Strigoi or the Sangreal dude,
Yeah.
I just think this is just a super good rule that really complements all the vampire abilities.
Yeah. Although I would like to know statistically, like it is way more than 1 in 6 when you re-roll a 1 to get a 1. That does just happen all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, the reroll with like if you don't have the hatred bit, but I mean, you can get up to like strength 8 pretty easily with like great weapons and things like that.
Oh yeah.
So having the reroll 1s means your to win rolls are likely to go through most of the
It's a
time as
good
well.
one to
So I
combine
just
with a
think,
load of the other powers,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
So.
it. I see it a lot. I use it a lot. I just think this is one of the best blood powers you
Yeah.
can get.
I agree.
Ghoul Lord. The bearer and all rank and file models in the bearer's unit gain poison attacks.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is really good. I mean,
It's a bit expensive.
it
I
is.
suppose it's
And
because it's the synergy of the whole unit, though. So.
yeah, and you kind of push it on. But again, like you're talking like the things that don't normally get it, like the Beauregard or things like that. Anything like that that you can put in with, they just become that much better. So it's an
Yeah.
extra thing that you can buff up. So 6 points is a lot for this, like as you said, it's quite expensive. But I do like it. I think it's really really themed.
Yeah. Exactly. And everyone likes clawing away at someone with a bit of poison. So yeah.
Yeah. Mesmerizing gaze. The bearers
I'm glad
gains.
you remember where we got to on the other side.
Yeah, absolutely. Got it, no problem. Bearer gains afflict and -1 attack and -1 offensive.
Oh, that's good.
Only on other characters.
Oh, okay.
But so it's not the units with like 2
Oh, right,
attacks and
okay.
1 attack. So don't worry.
Yeah, I
Otherwise
was
30
thinking,
points
wow,
would be
that's a better
steal.
old Liger's tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be an absolute steal at 30 points
Okay.
otherwise. But I mean, yeah, it does mean that the characters
Characters
are kind
are the
of
ones you want to do it on. So yeah.
Again, most of your stuff has like high defensive as well, so this is going to be pretty good for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at me.
Yeah.
Fighting, look at me. No, I want to kill you. Sorry, I'll carry on. I'll be quiet. You keep doing the book review. I'll just keep on this roleplay in the background.
Sure. Unbreakable Will. When choosing equipment and abilities, select a single friendly unit engaged in the same combat. This unit gains Stubborn.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good. It's good that it can be multiple things as well, not just yours. It can be yours, obviously, and that might be important. But like, there might be a time when that flanking unit suddenly needs this, or you're saving someone.
Or if you're the flanking unit and the unit is fighting in the front of someone who's killing them, and you need them to hold on while you get something else in position or whatever. Yeah.
I think it's a bit niche. I don't think it's cheap, or I don't think it's expensive. I just think it's niche.
It's about right then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I just don't know. I think less focus on the points, more on is it a good
Mm.
ability all the time, and the answer's no. So I don't know
Cool.
whether how much you'd use this.
Yeah, yeah, you've got to force that situation and make it relevant. So
Yeah.
it's two things already that make it a little bit limited.
Mysteries of the Night give you access with witchcraft. Can only be on a wizard apprentice
Or
adept.
shamanism.
Oh yeah, I thought yeah, replaced with shamanism and witchcraft. So yeah, really cool.
It's so good.
Just an extra access. I know you pay for it, but extra access is just fantastic.
I don't think anyone's gonna moan having to pay 10 points for that because it's just a little bit of extra versatility that a lot of the other armies just won't get. I mean, a lot of the armies tend to like the paths that they've got access to, but who wouldn't pay a little tiny tinsy wincy bit more for a few more extra paths?
Agreed.
Yeah.
And then Bestial Bulk. This is a traditional thing. A lot of people have models like this, which is why this is added in and why it's free. But you do get attached ghasts. You change your height to 3, base size to 40 by 40, and get stomp attack out of it. So you could. I think it's quite nice. But basically, if you want your vampire in some different units, ghasts and the vampire spawn and or bigger, then fine. I would have liked to have ghouls in this as well. In the gas and vampire spawn, just because I think the bestial bulk used to be able to do that. Going there, obviously you lose attacks out of it, so it's not the best thing to do. But just as a choice, I would have quite liked that.
Yeah, sure. So you don't mind so much that, yeah. So even though his rules wouldn't change at all, you just would like him to be able to go with ghouls still.
Yeah.
Even though he
Yeah,
was
just
height 3, 40 millimeter. I suppose
yeah,
it makes issues with the rest of the height of the unit and
yeah,
being picked out and stuff like that is probably
yeah.
what they're thinking there.
No, no, yeah. So, but
Yeah.
just I'd like to see that worked in, but I understand why not.
It could be the model's height is changed to the height of the unit or something like that. But
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Who are we to write the rules?
We just tell you what they are. Right,
Sometimes.
magic items. There are quite a few of these, so we're gonna rip through them quite quickly. Reaper's
Rip
Harvest,
through
Strength 10, AP 10, Divine, and Psychic.
Beautiful.
Now, Psychic means you go against their leadership or discipline.
Yeah, I think so.
So, really, really good weapon. 90 points. Very expensive, but it's a fantastic weapon. So, True Thirst. I like this one quite a bit. +1 strength, +1 AP, so it's normally taking you to around strength 6. Unholy Appetite, so the hatred on a second turn. Vampiric 3 up is very nice. And the wielder's model, or Vampiric 5 up if you're height 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I quite like it. It's not. It used to raise your unit up a bit, and it doesn't now. So it's just a little bit toned down, but it has gone down slightly. So I quite like it as a weapon.
Yeah, no, I think it's good.
Legend of the Black King, +1 armor, 4 up Aegis. There's nothing to not like about this. I guess you could argue
probably
about
a tiny bit expensive, considering like Death Cheater is +1 armor and regen 4 up for less points usually.
So,
but Aegis is more reliable than Fortitude, I would say.
Yeah, and it's what you can get it along with. You can get plate armor quite easily, so this can easily take you to a 1-up armor as an extra thing. So, yeah, I can understand why. Banner enchantments. We have Black Standard of Zagvoid, the auto pick if you have any Barrowguard or Barrow Knights. You should not go without it if you have those units.
Yeah.
And Banner of Eldritch
There's someone
Might.
out there who's now crying, by the way, because they've just submitted their tournament list with Barrowguard, Barrow Knights, and no Black Standard of Zagvod. So thanks.
Because you're a muppet.
You just ruined their day.
Yeah, I don't. Well, they deserve to be ruined, in my opinion.
Oh, I see. Oh gosh, wow, strong.
55 points gives you your whole unit +1 to hit. Why not? Why not? Why have you not chosen that? You muppet.
Yeah, maybe
Banner of Eldritch Might
icon instead,
Banner of Eldritch Might. Each turn, if the unit is target of at least one successfully cast friendly spell, it gains fighter an extra rank.
That's cool.
In addition, during your match phase, all spells targeting only the bearer's unit gain +1 to their casting roll. So you don't often get +1 modifiers, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess the issue is it's core units only, and usually a fight an extra rank of zombies or whatever is not fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
an extra rank of ghouls is nice. So
Extra rank of ghouls, extra ranks of the spears, AP spears.
yeah.
So yeah, not to be sniffed at. I guess sometimes the argument is like magic resistance, just don't target it or whatever, or you have to target your unit, and you might want to do other things. So yeah, there's that. But I like it. I think it's good. I think it's fluffy as well.
Yeah. If you want to fill out your core tax as well, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Although you can probably just stick like 100 extra zombies for 50 points. So.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. Necromantic staff is a super item. You should, if you have a necromancer specifically, I think you should be looking at this one. Gives you the channel, gives you a bound spell, and it means your arise is an aura of 6 inches, which is just it's sort of. I think this is a really good stuff. I know it's 85 points.
Arise isn't aura anymore, and it always used to be, and that always used to be quite a nice effect that PC had. So,
I like this. I would try to shoehorn this into most lists as well if you can.
Yeah.
Knight's Crown attacks against the bearer suffer -1 to wound. An interesting one. I don't know whether it is Unity, the Unity item and artifact as well. I forget what it's called. The one where you reroll to wound.
The Zeal one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have a little look.
But yeah, 55 points again on your cav or infantry. So quite a nice one. Hypnotic Pendant. This is one that's gone through the things. All your rank and file models gain parry. Now this is lovely if you're using Notch Sword and Board. Using it for your ghouls, using it for your barrow guard, even your knights in any way. I think it's a fantastic item. It's really, really good.
Yeah, Zeal's on a weapon, so you could get it with Knight's Crown.
No, there's like a defensive one where it's resistance.
Warding of Unity, that's armor.
Warding of Unity. Okay, so you could get it in with those, so -1 to wound and rerolls. So that's an interesting little combo that you'd like to see. How much is it?
40 points.
Yeah, so that's under 100 points, which is nice.
But it is only height 1 to 3. I don't know if that's clashing with anything.
Height's 1 to 2 on that crown as well. So that'd be an interesting little combo. I'd quite like to see that. Eternity Gem is immune to lethal strike and reducing multiple wounds by 1.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Very good.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been tempted to take those kind of items personally.
No, I think it's I think you need to make it cheaper because it's meh. There's
just so many other good things to choose as well. That's always going to be your issue.
And last but not least, Chaos Medallion, 25 points. You can select a single model unit on the opponent's army list, and including a character. You gain hatred and zeal towards it. Rerolls to hit, rerolls to wound. I think it's a nice one. I think again a bit fluffier because it's not always going to be appropriate, but I quite like it.
Yeah. It's cheap for what it is.
Yeah. As always, we're gonna show you what you can get. Oh, you're not able to get Unity, are you? What was that thing?
Unity is a common armor.
Oh, okay, so you can.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. All right, nice. But in addition to these, some bound spells and things like that. Very, very nice. Right. The hereditary spell, what we've been going on about, Arise. You recover or raise HP on your resurrection value. It's only 6+ to cast. Nowadays, that is good. That is low. It's always been low, really, and is replicable. So
which means you can cast it without the additional issues.
Yeah.
Because
Height.
everything is replicable technically now, isn't it?
Yeah,
But,
yeah. Height 4 and 5 can only regain maximum 2 HP per phase. And same with characters and war platform. So the reason it's 2 is because of the Gates and Netherworld thing of giving the +1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enough said.
No, it's so good. It's so good. I mean,
yes, one of the best.
For me,
one of the best heredities.
If you're not casting it every single turn, I mean, obviously, if you've got the first turn, then you probably don't need to cast it.
Yeah.
But it almost leans VC into being a not go first army, which I know you've always had some issues with personally, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because you do like going first. In case
I
anyone's
know.
not noticed that. But always good to be able to recover stuff.
Yeah. A vampire count is our first character. This is obviously the big daddy, the main one. He has autonomous, awakened zombies, fearless, undead, unstable. He's 280 points to start off with, but that quickly goes up to the max 700 without too much of a problem. Doesn't come with any magic to start off with. You can make an apprentice for free. Adept 100, Master 220. Standard is Evo or Occultism, but obviously we've seen that you can get other laws through different things. 5 attacks, offensive, defensive 7, res 5, strength 5, AP 2, 5 up armor, agility 7 to start off with. Is quick boy and vampiric 6+ as standard. If you want him to be the general, obviously to gain discipline and the Dead Arise spell as 35 points, rather than just stating him as the general. And if we go
Dead
down
Arise
here,
is what you're paying for there, really, isn't it? So because most generals will probably have an option of getting disciplined included, but Dead Arise is easily worth 35 points. So
for sure. You must, as if we go down, you must take 1 or 2 blood powers. So any combination of 1 or 2 of them. Obviously, the ancestral ones are you can only take 1 of those. But any other combination you like. Gates in the Netherworld, as we've said, as 20 points. I would try and get all of your characters to have that, but you might think you might not need it. So that's up to you. Up to 200 magic items. All the weapon options and lots of different mount options as well.
Loads of that,
A monstrous revenant, skeletal steed, spectral steed being the one that flies. Zombie dragon, colossal zombie dragon, shrieking horror if you've got Strigoi, and the court of the damned as well. So many options. They just if you want a way to get a vampire dude in, you can. He's pretty.
I think legacy wise, they've got so many mounts because there's so many cool models out there. You wouldn't want to take any of those away from the game. So we'll see those mounts later, won't we? So
he is a bit of a beast with his stats. Great stats to start off with. He's all about your army as well. Is about this guy as well, and a lot of the things are just getting this guy into combat and getting this guy killing stuff.
Definitely.
The courtier is the baby version. Half the price for a baby version. And the baby version still packs a punch. So it's res 4 as opposed to 5, offensive defense 6 as opposed to 7, 4 attacks as opposed to 5, agility 6 as opposed to 7. But those are still very, very good stats.
Yeah, absolutely. And all the same model rules are the same, so you don't lose anything out in that sense. And I mean, the general is a bit cheaper. If you go with this option, you're only paying 20 points with Dead Arise, so I think that's still worth considering.
Your discipline is slightly lower for that reason as well, so that's why having a courtier as your general. But and you don't get disciplined.
Yeah, and you can't be a master with the courtier. Magic wise, they sort of like give way to the necromancers, don't they? As we'll see in a minute, in that sense. But again, same rules with your blood powers. So
yeah, absolutely. 1 to 2, no limits on those, and some decent mount options. Not as many, but some decent options as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on to the Necromancer. So this is a guy that his stats are terrible,
Oh
but
yeah.
he is a much cheaper caster at Wizard Master. Comes as an Adept standard for 270 points. Wizard Master, so around 400 points, a little bit more. Takes you
Yeah.
for a Master as well. So this is your caster of the two
Yep.
things.
And he
He
comes with
can,
Gates of the Netherworld, so that's a
yes,
big thing.
already in. He can also awaken skeletons beyond their size rather than just zombies. And he has an additional option as a mount as a cadaver wagon,
Mm.
which we'll come on to later, but is you're basically just a zombie body
Bring
things.
out your dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can be a leash. That's his other option, as well as General and Dead Arise, which is cheaper, interestingly. His discipline's only 7, so I guess that's why. But you see a lot of generals in army lists as the Necromancer for this reason.
Yeah, and usually the
I think.
Necromancer, because of his poor stats, is protected by the entire army. And so having the general there is not a terrible thing anyway.
Yeah. If you are a leash as well, as a wizard master, you gain the well, when you cast a rise, you can choose to set it to a 6-inch aura, which is fantastic. You also have an additional access to cosmology, as well
Yeah.
as the normal paths, and the normal paths are alchemy and evocation. Alchemy being a really good one at the moment. I think
Yeah.
out there. But yeah, just you've got access throughout the book, even in these two options. There's maybe 6 laws,
Yeah.
which is just great. So,
So yeah, really cool.
but yeah, he's your caster. You're going to see a lot of them as well. Barrow King. So this is an interesting option.
Such a cheap model for the stat line that he's got.
Yeah, 60 points, 3 HP, offensive, defensive 5, res 5, strength 4, 3 attacks. He has lethal strike, so he's like the Barrow Guard that we're going to see soon.
And the
And
dying
mop
blow.
wounds, and dying blow, and mop wounds 2 to height 1 or 2, which is great.
Really cool.
As well.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a niche thing that these guys, these elite skeletons have actually.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's something easy to forget. Decent options can only be not many mount options for this dude. Can be the general, can be a BSB, and yeah, has attached, disciplined, all that stuff. Obviously, no access to any of the vampire stuff, but you want a basic bitch. This is your basic bitch.
Yeah, and do a job as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Interested. Has anybody ever put him as the general?
I
I'd
mean,
be
other
really
than a
interested in
fluffy
that.
thing, yeah,
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Hmm.
I mean, I suppose your issue is you're still going to have at least a necromancer for some Gates of the Netherworld,
Yeah.
because you can't go
Because
all
he doesn't
Barrow
have it.
King.
So, but
But
yeah, interesting. Next one, Banshee. So these are the guys that can scream with the Wail of Woe as a range
yeah,
8 attack. It's march and shoot as well. It hits automatically with d6 plus 2 shots at strength 4 AP1, which are unmodifiable. So it's just always that. And magical attacks
yeah,
as well. It only has 1 attack at strength 4, but it is AP4, and it's got D3 plus 1 grind attacks at strength 4 AP1. Which
he's a
again,
weird one, isn't he? You don't see many profiles like this in
no,
the game.
yeah,
So
yeah. These are it's a ghost guy that has 1 really good attack and screams at you basically. And
yeah,
he's like, shut up, man! Why is he screaming? Has horror, ghost step, fearless fly, all that stuff. But yeah, 150 points, not too bad. Not attached as well, so it can go in and out of units, which is interesting. Yeah. The
yeah.
ghost
I mean, Tommy
option.
T used it against me brilliantly in our game, our war
Yeah.
last year. So yeah,
Yeah.
very nifty.
It can get a sweeping attack as well. Is the only other thing I've at one hit, which again is strength 4 AP4. So yeah,
Decent.
use that how you will. Onto the mount, so you've got Skeletal Steed that gives you a bit of armor and height 2. Movement
Yeah.
8 is an interesting one. Spectral Steed is the fly guy, giving you armor 1. Not much to write home about in terms of their own profiles, but movement 8, extra armor. The Cadaver Wagon is gives you a little bit extra armor, regen 4 up, 4 HP with this dude, and an impact hits 1 is because it's
funny.
kind of a chariot, kind of a platform thing, but it we'll get more onto the Cadaver Wagon and what it offers in the profile.
Special
But
options.
yeah, there are some really nice things it offers to core and to other Strigoi type units as well. But yeah, this is an interesting one. Charge 0, Mobility 4 is just because it's a war platform, so it can obviously go in those units as well.
Yeah, exactly. I like it as a topical choice, and it's actually got decent rules, as we'll get to when we see it later.
Yeah. It can only go in zombies and skeletons as well, by the way. Anyway, Court of the Damned. So again, it's seen the Court of the Damned entry for the special rules, which we'll get onto. But this is the guy with some ghostly vampiric thing mounts alongside it. Got 2 paramours and some phantom hosts pulling it. The chassis. D6 is it's a chariot for all intents and purposes, but it can be a war platform as well. Ages 5 up, res 5 HP. Some decent attacks from the guys on top as well. And can go in zombies, skeletons, barricade, or ghouls as your options to put it in for your mounted dude.
This thing's one of my favourites things in the book.
Yeah.
I love it.
And
love it to pieces.
The unnatural activity is the bit that we'll get onto under its thing. But yeah, this is a pretty beefy and a decent option for your war platform mount.
Absolutely.
The Shrieking Horror. Again, I don't like that it says Shrieking Horror because for this purposes.
We have to wait till later.
We have to wait, so see this later. But yeah, movement and fly 8. Light troops, Swift Stride Terror, regen 5 up as for the mounted option.
Very useful for a big
7
beastie to have any kind of special save.
Yeah. 7 HP at res 6. Offensive, defensive 4. 4 attacks, strength 5, AP 2. But don't look at that too much because the Chilling Howl and Chilling Shriek are the ways that it really shines.
Yeah.
Has stop D6, but yeah, otherwise we'll get onto that later. A big beastie, flying beastie for you to go on. The Monstrous Revenant. 5 HP, res 5, strength 5.
I find it's like the lesser loved of the mounts.
I
don't see many of them about, but I think they're still capable. I mean, 5 HP with res 5 is very nice, and a 3 up armor. Like you don't get a lot of armor in the book unless you're taking cavalry. So
yeah, absolutely,
and quite a nice little section all of its own. And like you say, lethal strike, poison attacks, and stomp attacks.
Yeah,
nice. Can do some work.
Yeah, this is kind of a really good cowboy option for anyone wanting to fly around with a killy vampire, I think. And there's a great modelling options as well. Could be anything. The zombie dragon is your standard dragon things. Really, stats wise, fly, meeting of minds gives you that aura of uncrumble, if you will. AP2 breath weapon attack. We won't mention that because we hate it on this channel. But AP2 is nice.
I don't know. Yeah, all right. Yeah. You hate it.
I don't. Yeah, that's me.
Well,
the colossal zombie dragon upgrade. Basically gives you extra HP. Let's see if we can get both on the screen. Extra HP, extra offensive, defensive, and a bit of extra strength and AP alongside it. Strength 7 is not to be sniffed at all. You get distracting with both as standard, which is quite a nice thing. This is
really cool.
what it is. Finally, we get on to core. It might be a good time for a break and have a bit of that water, folks. because
Yeah.
it's been quite a while. We've only just got onto core, but the zombies are your if standard whatever you think a zombie would be. This is what it is. They're
Yeah.
terrible in combat.
Yeah.
Agility, all the ones everywhere. But their big thing shines in the resurrect value. As you can see now, we're getting onto the core and the units. We have a resurrect value in the profile. 2d6 plus
Yeah.
4 is very, very good. These guys get
Mm,
big, quick, and maximum 80
they do.
models in a unit. Yeah, that's what they're there for. Tap it,
Mm,
regain, do it again.
exactly. Yeah, and just get in the way and be annoying because they're hardly
Yeah,
worth any points when the opponent kills them anyway.
yeah,
Especially if you've
exactly.
raised them up from nothing.
Yeah,
But these are never going to be your 28 weeks later zombies. These are very much
no,
your slow shamblers.
Walking Dead. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Skeletons, they have a bit more about them with offensive, defensive 2, and d6
Bit of
plus
armor.
4 raise, so decent enough. A little bit of armor, good weapon options, and can take a banner enchantment, so like a magic banner as well.
Mm,
Still pretty tar pity, especially if you have sword and board. Just have the shield option to give them
yeah,
parry on that really, really low defensive skill. So yeah, they'll do the same, a very, very similar job, but slightly better, really.
yeah. Interesting to see 60 model units or even 80 model unit in the zombies because
Yeah,
that's really high in these days in
yeah.
Ninth Age.
And
Um,
considering really, you look at that value, and that's just what they can be as a maximum.
yes.
So if you take 30 of them, they can get up to 60. So
Mm,
another 10 would be 250 points
yeah.
without um, the other options. So 250
Yeah.
points for 60 models potentially
Yeah.
is pretty good. It's pretty
Mm,
good. So and the amount of times you can cast a rise and the options available for that, you could
yeah.
have that as a battle plan to get your couple of
Absolutely.
skeleton units up to 60 pretty easily.
Yeah.
Ghouls. So the first time we see something a bit different in the core option, they're very, very different in the way they are. They're res 4, offensive, defensive 3, and 2 attacks each with poison and unholy appetite. Extra support 2 as well, so that second rank is getting all their attacks. These are just, they give you that extra option. Poison attacks makes it really good against monsters. And yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise,
I don't know with looking at the previous magic items, there was the banner that was it a banner that gave out poison or was it one of the blood powers? It was
uh,
blood power,
blood
Ghoul
power,
Lord.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and like potentially you could make your ghoul unit hitting on 5 up with poison,
Yeah,
which is incredible.
yeah,
Um, so definitely one to
yeah.
consider if you want to really
Uh,
go big on these guys.
yeah, for sure. They can't have a magic standard as with them, but you can obviously make them scoring. You could also give them Vanguard if you have maximum
Mm,
35 models and a Strigoi General. So that's an
yeah,
option as well. Just you want to get them up there, less turns for shooting. Yeah, yeah. Get them into range, get them charging something, man.
definitely. Yeah, I
Next
mean
one
you
up.
want to get them in early because unholy appetite gets
Yeah,
better.
yeah, for
So
sure. Yeah. Next one up is Bat Swarms. You'd think at 180 points with Deep Res and Strength 2, these are just chaff. But a little bit more look, if you do get a 6 model unit, they can actually be, with 5 HP, 30 wounds worth of distracting
yeah,
and hard target. You also afflict -2 offensive if you are in combat. That also means for
yeah,
combo charges, they're pretty good. And with a defensive 2, that means anything with offensive 4 needs to be a bit careful with these, or
yes,
lower. Needs to
definitely.
be a bit careful with these guys. They
Mm,
are surprisingly annoying to take down.
hmm. Yeah, they are really annoying, and the fact that they've got fly and they can move around a lot as well means that they can get exactly where they want to be.
Yeah.
So you've got to deal with them early if you can. But if you know the issue is that that resurrection value of D6 plus 4 is you've really got to deal with them early and deal with
Mm.
them in force if you want to get rid of them. So yeah, I think they're a very, very good unit.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Multi-use.
they appeared in my top 3 chaps back in the day, actually.
They did. Although I think that their multi-use is fantastic. You can use them
Yes.
for anything you want to use them, and I quite like that option for them.
Yeah. Exactly.
Finally, direwolves are standard core, so don't have to be so many models as you see sometimes. But yeah, 2 attacks each is nice. Extra support 2 is nice.
It's really nice.
So a unit
Yeah,
of
and
8,
devastating
4
charge as
wide
well.
do actually have 16 attacks, which is surprisingly good, especially as they have crept in with AP1 on their strength 3 attacks, which and devastating charge plus 1 strength and attack. Suddenly you've got strength 4, 16 attacks, strength 4, AP2. They can clear a lot of chaff themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And they can get to where they want to be. And if you aren't relying on the Dead Arise as your chaff, they can really double up. So
Yeah.
I think it's a utility option.
Yeah, for sure. Vanguard as standard as well. They're just a really, really good unit.
Yeah,
Remember,
9-inch movement is one of the biggest in the game. Like these
yes,
days, like a lot of the chaffy units kind of got toned down a bit to 8
absolutely. Yeah,
as a
yeah,
highest. So 9 to remain on 9 is very good.
yeah. No, they're super quick. They, like I say, they have a bit of versatility to them. Just remember that you can't march without being 12 inches of them. That's the one, especially when you suddenly vanguard them 12 inches to the flank and then realize you're stuck.
Ah,
So
yeah,
use their movement wisely when you can.
yeah,
On
absolutely.
to special, and yeah, definitely one of the best chaff in the game. And not in terms because they're versatile or anything, but because movement 9, fly, and undead, so they're not going to run away to any terror stuff. With hard target as well and 2 HP each, these guys are pretty good for doing the chaff role.
Yeah, they are.
D6 plus 4 raise as well means that if you don't kill them, they will come back. You can do them in big units, but I wouldn't. I'd advise just keeping them small
No,
and
because
cheap.
they haven't got the distracting and the afflict on
Yeah,
them like the other ones have. So if you want to play a bat army, then go for bat swarms. Um,
yeah,
but I mean, these guys are the ones that really excel on the chaff front, isn't it?
yeah.
Blocking
So,
your opponent and being in reserve and being able to fly over things. So I would suggest any vampire player who wants to manipulate the battlefield to have a unit of these flying nearby.
yeah, for
Just
sure.
just you have got to be very careful of them just dying to a magic missile because at
Yeah,
2
yeah,
HP each, even a well placed accurate fireball can get rid of a whole unit of them. So you know,
definitely, definitely.
yeah,
Um, moving on to the ghasts. These are the big ghouls and have very similar rules incorporated in them. The raise is slightly less with D3 plus 1, regeneration 5 up. Res 5, strength 4, AP 1 with poison and unholy appetite means with 3 attacks each they can do a decent amount of damage, but are really there to. They're really resilient folks.
yes, and their resurrection reflects that, doesn't it? Really,
Yeah,
because it's not a high resurrection value. Um, so that they do calm down in that respect. But Res 5 is nice on any height 3 model.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Hmm. And the regen 5 up is cool as well. Is there
Yeah.
still a way to buff that within the army? I can't remember.
There is. We'll get onto
Yeah,
that
yeah,
in a bit with
nice.
one of the units later.
Sweet.
Beauregard is what it's all about in terms of the infantry and quote unquote the meta. We have they have Dying Blow, which is fantastic. Lethal Strike, which is
So good.
fantastic, and Multiple Wounds 2 against towards height 1 and 2, which
That's amazing.
is really good. It doesn't come up a lot, but when it does, it's crucial.
You got to think twice about sending your characters into a unit of these
Yeah.
because on foot characters that is, of course, or you're chosen. It's always that anti-chosen thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's anti-chosen. I mean, with hype 1 and 2, the Cav do need to take a step as well, take a moment
Yeah,
to
indeed.
think
Yeah.
about it. But yeah, can bodyguard the Barrow King. which I think does that make you stubborn or something? With the crumbling.
Yes. Yeah. That's what bodyguard is. It gives the character named
Yeah.
stubborn. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So and decent options. You can have them as sword as board with parry for strength 4 AP1, or which is often the case given strength 5 or strength 6 with halberd and great weapon, to really make them killing machines. Can have up to 40, and I mean it gets quite close to the 700 points if you do that. And wanting some better weapons, but yeah,
Yeah.
oftentimes close to that. I think 600 actually, isn't it? Unit
Yes, it is. Yeah.
point cap.
I guess your
On these.
defensive being 3 and 3 is your issue, but if you've taken the right banner enchantment, then you're fine.
Yes, and obviously these are a big one for that blood power that gives you offensive defensive 6 as well.
Definitely. Yeah.
The Barrow Knights are the same, but they're on top of cavalry,
Mm-hmm.
skeleton steeds. So the only thing they do, they come with lance as standard, so are strength 4 or strength 6. So that's the only difference in options. But yeah, otherwise do a very, very similar job. We've seen Elliot from the UK use them quite a bit, to good effect as well in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. And the armor on these is so good as well, and that resurrection value is deceptively strong.
Yeah, yeah.
Bringing
D3
back
plus 2.
models that are worth 30 odd points each.
Hmm.
Like if you roll well on that D3 and get 5 models back, you're practically bringing back 100 points of models
Yeah,
with one spell. That's incredible.
yeah,
So
really good.
yeah, really nice.
The Cadaver Wagon, and this is obviously an amount option as well, for some necromancers and things. Nothing really to write home about in terms of the attacks and things like that. The stat line it's a chariot with only one impact hit, so you're like, oh, what's this dude all about? But
Yeah.
really, if you look at the extra rules that he has, as well as necromantic aura, which is quite nice to uncrumble some of your things.
Hmm.
But no rest for the wicked means that any friendly rank and file model that's within 6 inches of it gain regen 6 up. If it's a
Yeah.
ghast, it gains regen 4 up, which is
There it is.
fantastic. And if it's core, it gains regen 1 plus, maximum 5 up. So with the regen 6 up it already has, in the first round of combat, it gains regen 5 up. So
Yeah.
very, very nice. Obviously hates ID, this guy. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty good. Soul Tether's an interesting one as well. It gives you an extra rise as a bound spell,
Yeah.
with an aura as well. So just already we're seeing so many different ways to get a rise. You could have 3, 4, even 5 pretty easily, and that could just be a magic phase, you know.
Yeah. Like, easily. Absolutely. Yeah. Really
Moving
good.
on, the Dark Coach, one of my personal favourites. In
Johnny
in
Dark
the thing,
Coach.
Donny Dark Coach getting involved. He has autonomous on himself, so he can quote unquote march where he likes.
Hmm.
He
Although
has
his
Ghost
mobility is
Step.
never going to be great as a chariot
No,
anyway.
no,
So.
no. He's a chariot, so yeah, you're only going 8. He's got Ghost Step, which helps with terrain. And Unholy Conduit gives everything else around it autonomous 6. Autonomous, within 6 inches. Obviously, meaning that things can march outside of your bubble, which is wonderful.
Yeah, really cool. You like to pair this guy as a flank guard, don't you? Usually,
I do,
or
yeah,
something along those
where I
lines.
can,
Mm.
with things, and yeah, it can help with other units. Can help quite tactically as well with that. But yeah, otherwise, just on his own, he's actually pretty good in combat. I mean,
Mm.
the 3 up armor, 4 up Aegis is decent on a res 5 HP chariot.
Yeah,
Offensive, defensive 5 as well, and comes with some magical spirits and some mini vampires on top.
exactly. Yeah, and they're pretty good with strength 5 AP2, 2 attacks each. So
Yeah,
and vampiric 3 up, which will affect the
vampiric 3
model.
up is
That's
wonderful. Yeah,
really good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So often, I mean, the biggest thing is combat res kills this dude. Be aware
Hmm.
of that. Be aware what you're putting him into, and he needs to win combat. But in terms of HP and Vampiric 3 up and the Aegis 4 up, he can just tank stuff. D6
Yeah,
plus 1 impact hits as well. He's on the charge. He's a force to be reckoned with.
absolutely. Really good model.
Court the Damned, one of your favourites from this, and
It
we've kind
is.
of already talked about some of the stuff he can do as a unit. With this one, as opposed to the mount, it has an extra paramour or vampire dude on top.
Hmm. Yeah,
Obviously replacing the character that would be. But the main thing it offers is the unnatural activity, which is the same
yeah,
as the mount option, giving friendly units within 6 inches +2 offensive and +2 agility,
yeah.
which is
So
great.
good. I mean, I'm mainly liking it for the agility, because agility is a big,
Yeah,
you know, game changer when it starts to get tweaked with. It changes everyone's meta or everyone's idea of the matchups when you throw out the agility order. And I just think that with a profile like it's got, 5 HP, defensive 5, res 5, armor. Armor is only 5 up, but you got that
hmm
Aegis 5 up. I just think he's a really solid unit
yeah,
to then also allow that unit to perform even better. I mean, he is going to take up a bit of space in your unit, being a war platform, so you are going to get a
hmm
few less attacks because of that. But the attacks that it's bringing and the effect that it can do, because it doesn't even have to be in combat itself to be giving that +2
yeah,
agility to
yeah,
your units. So it could be your unit in front of this unit that's actually doing the fighting,
yeah.
or something along those lines. So I just think it's just so versatile, and it really can change the battle when you need it to. Can you tell
Agreed.
how much I love it?
Yeah, absolutely. No, but it is a
300 points is a
fantasy.
steal.
Yeah, it is. It's like you do need to draw your list around it, and you need to
Mhm.
focus on this is your focal point for sure. But with a few games under your belt, you soon get the difference.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, really good.
The Altar of Undeath. This is the guy that is not a war platform. Is on his own
Mm.
volition. Has a Lash of Souls has Pentagram of Pain as a bound spell, which is always nice to have extra spells everywhere. Regen 4 up, as well as of similar stat lines, although not quite as killy in combat with the guys on top. AP4 though is very nice for the Dark Conductors. So they've got 2 attacks each, Strength 4, AP4, and First Strike +1 Strength and AP. So actually, in their own way, just as killy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And this guy gets better the longer on the battle goes with his
Yeah,
Aura of Undeath.
yeah,
So if you haven't dealt with it early, it can soon become very, very nasty.
yeah.
So because
Obviously, with that being a
the strength
shooting,
gets higher.
yeah, a rare shooting option uh, for the VC.
Yeah, and can really catch you by surprise. I mean, I quite in the same battle, but Tommy absolutely rinsed me using a couple of these models. So I think
Yeah,
it's one you have to play with a kind of fluffy idea in mind. You have to go deep with the whole army, like being equipped to keep your altars on the board and things like
yeah.
that.
You
But
and you often see these guys
yeah,
in pairs as well. And yeah, to go into
yes,
I guess a bit more detail with the Aura and Death. Each target within 12 inches, so all enemy units within 12 inches of it suffer D6 hits with strength equal to the game turn, which is why he said it was better as it goes on.
yeah, exactly. Exactly, and AP2 on it as well is really
Mm,
nice. Like shooting with
yeah,
AP2, we've always said is really, really good.
yeah.
Um,
So
so
again,
yeah,
get a
I
couple
really
of
like it.
these. You got that 24-inch aura range, effectively.
Absolutely.
Just yeah, just getting plinked away.
Mm.
Onto the suffering or the ghosty things. We have phantom hosts with 5 HP and distracting, as well as afflict -2 discipline and armor. These guys
Mm.
have a very interesting role within the VC book.
Yeah, we don't see many of these in the UK. I mean, we recently done our Sweden Glencon review, and we saw them pop up, didn't we? So
Yeah,
I was when I saw that on the army list, I was thinking to myself, right, I need to take a look at them when I do the army book review later this
yeah,
week. And here we go. So yeah, they're very interesting.
yeah.
6 attacks is not going to do much with strength 2 AP1, but I
Well, you
don't think
say
they're
that, but
there to do that.
with the AP1 latched on and the -1 armor afflicted to
True.
you, actually, you'd be surprised how many, you just need to roll some sixes or some fives, and a
Mm.
lot of them are pretty good quality attacks when they get through.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Um, yeah. Otherwise, I mean, tough to get because they will have ghostly form, so they've got the 5 up pages or 3 up if you're not magical as well. So again,
Mm.
really really good. Tap it in with plinking away at you. Uh,
Yeah,
quite
and
quite
that minus
annoying
two
unit.
discipline is going to scare a lot of units.
Yeah,
You know, especially if they're not the main focus of what you're fighting.
yeah,
So.
definitely. Onto wraiths, and these are the guys that they can have a sweeping attack,
Mm.
so can sweep through you as they move, but are strength 4, AP 4 with 2 attacks each base, plus first strike plus 1 strength and AP, so strength 5, AP 5, which is amazing.
That's good.
The same ghostly 4 mages as the spectral phantom hosts from before.
Hmm.
But yeah, these are pretty good. It can be a wizard conclave as well. Dance Macabre thing is pretty nice for an extra movement, but let's have some pretty good spells and offensive
Really,
spells from all sorts.
really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You do like these guys, and I think they're very good. I think they take a lot of management though. Like if you're going
Yes,
to
they
take
do.
these guys, don't expect a easy fight with them because well, unless your opponent just doesn't know what you've got, in which case you'll be laughing
Yeah,
sooner rather than later.
yeah,
But you're going to have to really manage them to get them in the right place, or you might end up
yeah.
just wasting them.
For sure. So, and as well as that, their big weakness is only offensive 3, so they're going to be hitting
Mm.
most things on 4s. So a lot of those attacks do go down quite quickly, but they are very, very high quality attacks when you do have them. So,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
um, lastly, we have of the ghost option, we have the spectral hunters, which are the mounted version of the wraiths that you've just seen.
Hmm.
Same attacking profile really, and with the option of being a sweeping attack or a wizard conclave 2 as well, with a different set of spells. So I mean, just a whole host of spells, and you can already see with the book you can have just skeleton army, a ghost army, a vampiric army.
Hmm.
It's lots and lots of themes, and these definitely add to the ghost theme.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. They're really nice, and yeah, they've been around for a little while, and I think
Yeah,
they just add to the options in the book. It's such a characterful book. I love it.
yeah. These guys are flaming attacks as opposed to the ones before. So you have that as an additional thing to factor into their attacks. It could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but yeah, remember that when you pick them.
Yeah.
The last category in the vampire book with a few unit entries is the Swift Death. So this is the vampire type things that are slightly more elite, but less elite than the characters. Starting with the Vampire Knights, and one of the
Oh
real
yeah.
strong options in the book.
Honestly, if you're not taking 2 units of these and maxing out all Swift Death on this one unit entry, we're not even going to go through the rest of Swift Death. Actually, we've
Yeah,
decided this as a group. The both of us decided this was the right thing to do because you've got to just take max points on Vampire Knights and be done with it. Right, move on.
yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. These
I
are
love
these
them.
guys
I
are
love
super good, super good. Two
them.
HP each, 2 up armor, 3 attacks on the charge. Just
Hmm.
just wonderful. Strength
Yeah,
7
yeah,
as well. AP 4 on the charge. Strength 5 off the charge. Agility 5 is pretty good.
it is.
Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, you get these guys charging something, and there's not much that can stand up to that.
No, no. Exactly. Yeah, they're just a solid unit. The 2 HP is so nice to keep your models on the table,
Yeah,
especially when you can resurrect here and there as well. But it's only resurrect one, so that rightly so, really. But
yeah. The
yeah, they're
I
just so
guess the
good.
big thing, as opposed to traditionally with these guys, is that they're now standard movement 8. So with a
Yeah.
banner of speed, you actually take them to movement 9,
Mm.
which is an option for them. So these guys have, I think they've lost a pip of armor for a better movement, and I think that's a real
Um,
positive
yeah, they
step
used
of
to have
them.
that blood dragon thing or whatever it used to be called. It was used to, like almost a blood power thing that they used to be able to get to 1 up armor, didn't they? But
Yes, yeah, yeah, it was that thing. But yeah,
yeah.
so yeah, the movement 8 is actually pretty important on these guys as well,
Hmm.
mainly with the combination that you can get them to movement 9, and I just think they're just so strong.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, really nice.
So Vampire Spawn, a nice option. Movement 9 as base. Resurrection D3, which is nice for these types of units as well. Have Fury and Vampiric with them as well. At strength 5, AP2, 3 attacks each. Offensive 4 as well, so slightly better. But
Mm.
no armor at res 4. These guys go down like
Oh yeah.
something that goes down.
Hmm. Yeah. We'll let the viewer decide on that.
um, Again, this is probably another one of those units that we were talking about with a bit of management
Hmm.
and need for them to actually do
I
well.
kind of
But
feel like you're very rarely going to use this unit on turns 1 and 2,
yeah,
unless you're purposefully using them as a sort of kamikaze role. I think basically these guys will just try and stay alive, and then hit you really hard.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Frenzy's another thing to bear in mind as well. So they will just carry on going, so can
Mm,
quite quickly get out of hand. But they're a good
yeah.
they're a good unit. They just come with a lot of drawbacks, I think.
Mm. And you can't take 8 models of them anymore. You used to be able to take 8,
Yeah,
didn't you? And now you can only take 6. And with that
yeah,
0 armor, there is an issue there that your unit of 6 is quite quickly down to 3 with
yeah.
1 or 2 bits of attention to them. So yeah.
So don't get me wrong, a very good unit, but I think it's a bit of hard mode if you do use them.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I
The
agree.
Varkalak. Now this has gone through lots of different variations. Currently standing at everything, all its
All the
stats wise,
5s.
everything is 5s, apart from strength, which is strength 6 at AP3, which is very very nice. Has
Mm.
first strike hatred and vampiric 3 up with a 4 up
Mm.
regen. And Vanguard makes this guy a real nuisance for opponents.
Yeah. Absolutely. And yeah, he can really pack a punch. I mean, he will go down to unstable if you
Yeah.
don't pick your fights carefully. But that could be said of everything in this book. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
a bit like you said it with the Dark Coach, I was thinking to myself, well, that's the whole army. But for
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
models that are single models, they don't have any friends to crumble for them. They're just going
Yeah.
to crumble themselves.
Yeah.
So think carefully. Mm.
Yeah, and I mean, I really like this guy. In pairs, makes him really good. Just yeah, super thing. 340 points, I think, is a decent point value at it as well. So,
Yeah.
a real monster of a unit.
No, absolutely. Yeah. Really nice.
Um, Winged Reapers going through a bit of a resurgence, I think.
Is
And
that right?
people starting to look at these a bit more. Lethal Strike with 4 attacks at Strength 5 AP2. Possibility of paired weapons and halberd as options as well. I don't know whether they. I'm pretty sure they can get. It's missing the command group option here. Um,
Oh yeah. 10
I've
points
got a
for nothing.
feeling you can have something with them.
Well, there's that random 10 points there somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah,
So yeah.
but yeah. Anyway, these guys
Might be
Res 5.
musician, I think, probably,
Yeah,
because fly will
these.
be light troops, won't it? So
Yeah,
it must just be a musician only if it's meant to be something.
but
There's not going to be
yeah.
standard there.
So I don't know whether new recruit can help us out or anything, but yeah. Anyway, these guys are
Mm.
very very decent with fly, so cannot chaff them. Res 5 with 3 up armor and 4 HP actually makes him pretty resilient as well.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I mean, I like this unit. I think it's probably a little bit underrepresented in this current world of Ninth Age. But I think they can, like we said before, with the ghasts, Res 5 is really solid.
Yeah,
Um, and a bit of armor on top of that Res 5 and 4
yeah,
HP. I
yeah,
think they're
yeah, yeah,
probably just a bit more defensive than aggressive. But if you need a unit to go in and do a job,
yeah,
then I think they're decent.
yeah. Real good flankers. Aren't autonomous though, so something to maybe
No,
alongside your dark coach, perhaps.
yeah, true.
And then, I want to say finally. Is it finally? Yeah,
It
it's
is
finally.
finally.
So well done if you got this far. Shrieking Horror, at 420 points, I think is actually pretty good for for 7 HP monster.
You're right.
Uh,
It should be 720 points. You're absolutely
should be
right.
720 points and not even legal.
Yep.
Um, Like I said, the
Mm,
4 attacks at strength 5 AP2, you kind of do go, well, it's a bit wanting, but the chilling howl through the chilling shriek is
yeah.
pretty is where it really shines. It's a grind
Mm,
attack with a chilling shriek that can be used instead of the standard melee attacks,
mm,
and is the same as the chilling howl shooting attack, which is auto hit,
yeah.
range within 8 inches, or in combat if you're in combat.
Mm,
Its shots are equal to its HP, its current HP,
yeah.
and is Strength 9, AP 10. It's psychic attack, so you're going against the leadership or discipline value, of
Hmm.
the opponent. But at AP 10, 7, potentially 7 attacks at AP 10, it's going to do so many wounds and always does.
It always does against me. We've seen it kill a Taurosaur in one go. So
We have.
yeah. The last time we played a battle against each other, in fact. So yeah.
Yeah, it may well have been. Yeah.
Not that I remember these things.
No, yeah. It's literally 2 years ago or something.
Something
But yeah.
like that,
And why we haven't played since. But yes, it's a really good, uh, a really good model, and you see these around quite a bit. Can be paired up quite nicely with zombie dragons as well, or even another of its type as a mount.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, really good, and gives a different dimension, I think, to some of the standard VC lists.
Yeah, yeah. And if your opponent's playing cavalry, they're not anymore. So
Yeah,
job done.
yeah, absolutely. Which takes us to the end of that review. Thank you very much, watchers, for watching. As
Really
you've
good.
done your
Really
job.
good. I know a lot more about Vampire Covenant now, so I'm glad
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's what these are for. Let us know what we've missed and any intricacies that we've missed. Or, like I said, if you've used a Barrow King as a general or any cool things about the Vampire book that you know. We will love you and leave you because we've been talking too much and I need a drink.
You've done well.
What type
Well
of drink?
done.
Let me know in the comments.
Vampiric, I would imagine.
Blood. I need some blood. Okay. So thank you very much, Hyper G, for that for joining me.
Very much a pleasure as always, Lucky Sixes. Good bit of vampiric knowledge on your side. Very nice.
Yeah. And we look forward to the last 2 remaining book reviews, as well as all the other stuff.
Vermin next.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the
time
book we miss.
Yeah, maybe. By the time it does come out, though, we are in Sweden and we are enjoying ourselves. So do like, share, subscribe, and click on all the notification buttons if you want to hear more about our Swedish endeavours and obviously all the upcoming content that we will be bringing you.
Yeah, too right. Can't wait.
Yeah, me neither. Until then, stay safe, keep playing 9th Age, and as always, we'll see you later.